Hey, good day everyone. Steven here. How are you all? I hope everyone is doing good, feeling well, and having a pain-free day. Um, for those who don't know, I just had my surgery a couple of days ago, and my right hip, the core decompression. Um, so I am on bed rest for a little while. Um, However, I am feeling great. I am having a good day today. So, Um, something I wanted to talk to you all about today is that um, in managing your pain, your chronic pain, even your sickle cell pain, is something that my grandmother used to tell me um, since I was a kid, since I was a young teenager, actually. And to be honest, I never did it. And she'd say it from I was a young teenager, probably into my 20s, maybe even into my 30s. But sometimes we don't realize the significance of what people tell us when they're telling us to do what they are telling us to do. And so, what that is keeping a journal of your pain, or you can call it a pain diary, or I call it a journal, I guess. But, so what you would do technically is, get a piece of paper and pen and write down Monday through Sunday and record the date and time. And so I do have a little notes I'm reading off of here. But you want to describe the situation of the activity that you're doing when you're doing it. So, for example, if you're at work or at school or you're just at home watching TV or doing housework or so on, right? You want to write down what you are doing and then describe the level of pain that you are feeling. So if it's a deep pain or a sharp pain, and where you're feeling it. So if you're feeling it in your left shoulder, your right shoulder, your lower back, whatever, write that down and then rate it from 1 to 10. So, or sorry, 0 to 10, 0 being the no pain at all and 10 being the worst. So do this on a weekly schedule and probably for a couple weeks or months just as a trial, Um, um, what you also want to describe in it is if you're feeling any emotional stress. So if you're feeling angry or you feel like you want to cry or upset or anything, just write it down along with what you are doing and how you rate the pain. And you can also rate the emotional stress and describe, excuse me, describe if you did anything to alleviate the discomfort. So if you took any medications, did you put any hot cream on it, the heating pad, whatever you did to help ease the pain, you want to include that in your chart as well. And the point of that is to look for a pattern. Sometimes we do we do things over and over again and not realizing, but it leaves a pattern. The when I get a sickle cell attack or we get a sickle cell attack, it may come on sporadically, but at the same time, things that we do relate to bring it on. So I'm going to give you a couple examples in my personal life. Um, and just, I've been just simply riding my bike. Okay, put it this way. I know that if I exaggerate myself, it brings it on, okay? I will get a sickle cell crisis and I end up having to go to emergency, and then I have to end up either missing school on how bad it gets, okay? So, saying that, I've known that I have just been riding my bike, not physically hard or racing or anything, but it still has occurred. Okay, same thing with running or playing basketball. I know that I can't run. I can't play any sports or anything like that because it brings on a crisis for me. Okay, so you get the idea. So write down in your charts what you're doing, whether you're just living life, and sometimes, yes, we may be, out on the courtyard, or, you know, just living our life, and unfortunately, those things tend to create a sickle cell attack, or exert the pain from our bodies. So just leaving that chart, making that chart, seeing if there's a pattern and what you can do to change the pattern to help ease your pain, and just make little, let's say, alterations in your weekly schedule or your pattern, and hopefully these things will help ease your pain a little bit. Okay, so get yourself a pen and paper. You label it whatever you want to, a journal or a pain diary, and see, bring it to your doctor. See what your doctor says after you notice, a pattern, after you have enough data entries in there. See what your doctor says about it. It could be something else that he can do for you, or she can do for you, or something that you can change to help yourself. Okay, this is all about managing chronic pain, and we are responsible for helping ourselves. So taking a little initiative and writing down, taking the time, it just takes a few minutes to write down something each day, and it's for our own health, it's for our own good. So like I said, my grandmother used to say it to me since I was a young teenager, and honestly, I just never did it. Maybe I was just too lazy, but I do see the importance and the significance of why she said to do it now. So, okay, if any of you have gotten any value from this little exercise, feel free to like and share the video. If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and tell a friend. Okay, thank you. Have a great day. Bye.